Hi everyone. Today I'm making a cocktail that dates way back. The way this cocktail got its name, it was originally made with just a very small amount of ingredients. It's kind of changed over time, but still a very simple drink. And it was very popular. But over time, some cocktails that had more ingredients, a little more fancy, they became more popular, and this one fell out of favor. And then it started to come back, but individuals would come into an establishment and ask for the drink. Can you make me that drink, but can you make it in the old-fashioned way? And that's how this drink got its name, the old-fashioned. So today, we're making the old-fashioned. I have a glass here from Sergeant Major's Academy Class 74. We're going to use that. I have some bourbon here, some Elijah Craig. We also have some Angel Envy, which is pretty good as well. But today we're going to keep the Elijah Craig, keeping it in the Craig family. All right. To begin, I'm going to take a sugar cube, one sugar cube, place that sugar cube in there. I'm going to coat that sugar cube with bitters. The bitters that I chose today are black walnut bitters. Bitters are an aromatic. It's there for the flavor and the smell of the drink. So let's coat that. Once I have that coated, then I'm going to muddle the sugar cube. The next is the bourbon. I'm going to add the bourbon. Again, the Elijah Craig. There's a standard amount of bourbon that you can add. And then if you're a little bit adventurous, you can add a tad bit more. Want to get that all stirred up. Get the bourbon combined with the sugar. Many of you know that I'm a realtor, not just a home style bartender. But in making this old fashioned, I figure maybe we could talk a little bit about real estate as well. But first, before we get into real estate, the next step for this is actually putting in an ice cube. And I like just the one large ice cube, but you can also put some standard ice cubes in there as well. But if you have it, one large ice cube does the trick. Once we have our one large ice cube in there, then we want to add a cherry. While I'm adding this cherry, let's talk about the fact that the Feds dropped the rates just a couple of days ago. And how does that affect you? Well, the market has been a little bit slow because with the higher interest rates, it keeps buyers out of the market. But we could see with the Feds dropping the rates and with the promise that they brought of possibly dropping the rates even further, maybe this will spark the real estate market and get things going a little bit faster and bring more buyers, makes things more affordable for the buyers, and gets the market kick-started. But let's finish up this drink. We have our cherry in there now. Next is part of the orange. So I'm going to take part of the orange peel. I'm going to express some of the orange peel into the old fashioned. Just a little bit of a twist and squeeze to express it in there, and then go around the rim of the drink with the orange peel. Now this part I don't think was part of the original old fashioned, but I like it. Maybe it's the pyromania in me, the pyromaniac, but I like to toast it just a little bit. When you put it into the old fashioned, it's going to give it a smoky flavor to it. And that's always nice, a little bit of smoke flavor to it. Now, to add the final, not the final, but one of the perks that I like, as you're making your old fashioned, you can add a little bit of flair to it or keep it as simple as you like, because technically that old fashioned right there is finished. But since we're going to be a little bit extra, and what's wrong with being a little bit extra? Let's add a little smoke to our old fashioned. While it's getting all nice and smoky, I want to add the garnish on top. We're just going to add one more cherry just so it looks nice. Nice to let that smoke sit in there for a while though. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we have our old fashioned finished and ready to drink. I'm going to have a sip of this, but I'm also getting ready to go to the Texas Realtors Leadership Program graduation for 2024. I am one of the members of the class. We're happy to be finishing up, but just know that that program is available to all Texas Realtors. It helps develop leaders, and we need leaders in the realtor realm. And the people that you meet just make that program all worth it. Cheers. I'll see you all at TRLP shortly.